Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Just wanted to jump in here and say hi. And I am going to be greeted by my good friend Roy. And we're going to just have a little fun today. We're going to talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde. We're going to pull a couple cards, and we're just going to have some fun on this Thursday. So, first of all, thank you if you're joining us. I'm so glad to have you. And let's just have a little fun. We're going to talk about Mercury retrograde. I know. It is a crazy, crazy thing. So as soon as Roy joins, I'm going to get him on board and we are going to chat all things Mercury retrograde and pull some cards for you guys. So hang in there. And if you have questions, we will get to the cards as well. All right. Okay, Roy. So I see you've joined. If there's a way you can request to be on, and we'll go from there. So we're going to cross our fingers because Here we go. Because here we are. About communication. So you never know what's going to happen. So, but I'm pretty confident that it's all going to work. Hey, Roy, how are you?
I'm here. Hey, Tina, how are you?
You are, and I'm going to put my volume up. I was just saying how Mercury retrograde can play with communication. So I was a little,
A
maybe
little nervous.
a little nervous, right?
A little apprehensive. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I was running the first class of my Reiki 1 virtual last night, and everything was going well. Then I moved them into breakout rooms, and they got lost. They got lost in the atmosphere, and I couldn't get them back. But I told everyone that these things happen with Mercury retrogrades, and poor little Mercury, though, it gets a bad rap, don't you think?
It gets a really bad rap, yeah. But there has been a lot of weird shifting going on, not only with technology, but I feel relationships and people as well have been acting a little peculiar.
Yeah. What have you seen on your end?
Technology is acting a little wonky. Things today, even at work, things were not printing out for me, earlier this morning. So I had a little difficulty with copy machines. People being a little bit more, I want to say a little distant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think they're trying to get their bearings straight, feel out where they're at, trying to just, I don't know. I just feel like this throws people into chaos. And I also think that when people know Mercury retrograde is happening, people automatically, subconsciously now start to think about it, and they put negative thoughts into their mind as well, which doesn't really help. So I try not to focus on it too much, but we all know it's happening.
Right. And so if you're joining us and you're like, what are they talking about? Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet Mercury. And it governs communication, it governs commerce, it governs travel, and it is in the sign of, well, I think it's in Scorpio.
Scorpio. Mm-hmm.
Scorpio, which is an emotional, mysterious sign. And
Correct.
it's so that's why everyone's saying, oh, this could be a tough one, because when it's in different signs, it can bring up different things. I brought up a few things about it. So I'm reading from here because there's a lot to say. Right now it says that the communication can be really off, which we know. Technology, we may not understand people. People may say something and we misinterpret it. We're not really interpreting correctly. So just take a breath, take a step back. I want to share with you actually a stone that I use, and this is kyanite. So this is the stone kyanite. It looks like a dagger, kind of. It's a layered stone, and this I use. This is really good for clearing. It is really good, mostly though, for cutting cords. Okay, so what I do with this is I literally will cut any cords that I feel, or I'll kind of comb my body. I'll use it as like a comb going down my body, and I love it. It's like a blue color. Hopefully you guys can see it.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
And it's very grounding. And so you can hold it, you can meditate with it. And then you can also kind of do a combing of your aura, which is around us, kind of doing that. Do you have any tool? What do you use to help you get through these kind of times?
I'm not really too much. I mean, I have a couple of stones that I use. I do have that as well, the kyanite. So I do use that. I actually do that in conjunction with a guided cutting the cord meditation. So I like to kind of do it together. I always feel like you can never have too much, You always have to go in extra with extra tools. And then I do a lot of saging. I do a lot of cleansing.
Yep.
So I'm always saging, always making sure that I'm saging the house and opening the windows and the doors and getting every corner,
Yep.
everywhere, all around. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that you're really doing a good job to keep the aura and your energy in the right place, centered.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, is the corners. So
Yeah,
when I teach Reiki and we learn the symbols, but even if you're not doing Reiki, get to all the corners in your house, because it's harder to get. So just kind of move up, and just your intention is there. Hold the smoke and smudge every corner, is all the corners that you can, and just it's always energy follows intention. So if your intention is there to clear, open up the windows, like Roy said, and do some clearing. I use today. I'm very grounded. I have my grounding stone here. I have a couple of stones here, so I'm ready.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And then do you do anything throughout the week or the month to cleanse your stones as well? Do you put them out in the moonlight? Do you sage them? What kind of procedure or process do you go through for that?
Yeah, well, we have a new moon. I believe it is either tomorrow or the next day. It's coming up.
Hmm.
16th. I think it's the 16th. So the new
Right.
moon, which is falling on the cusp of Scorpio. And so the new moon is beginnings, new beginnings. So we get that chance of new beginnings. And even though you can't see the moonlight, you would put your stones out for that new beginnings. And I do a new moon intention. So I'll write 10 things down that I want to bring in. Where in the full moon, it's the things I want to release. And then the new moon is what I want to bring in. So you guys can check me out there if I'm wrong, but I think it's the 16th. I actually have a moon calendar on my phone, but it's coming up. So it's the darker the moon, we're not going to see it. It's interesting, though, because the new moon, being the darker the moon, is also the shadow side, because you don't see it. And so
Right.
I think that it's in Mercury retrograde and we're in Scorpio, which is emotional, mysterious, and intense. Ooh,
And the veil is very thin because we're in October and this is, that time of the month as well. So there's just a lot going on.
yeah, yeah.
Just
And
an
um,
intense.
I just recently heard by another medium,
Okay.
pretty famous medium, that she said that in the Mercury retrograde, as difficult as it is with communication with humans, that it's easier to connect with the other side. I'm gonna become aware of that. Note, but we also are moving to the veils being thinner, so I think that's
Very.
also well, which
I think that's going to help us when we're going into our mediumship readings with the veil being thinner.
yeah,
Even though we're in this Mercury retrograde, it's going to definitely help us for sure. Yeah. I just think people on Earth are acting peculiar, and I just think that it has to do a lot with this Mercury retrograde.
yeah,
So there's just a lot happening. It's interesting how people respond to these things. You know what I mean?
for sure. So if you
Yeah.
hang in with us and you're out there and you would like us to pull a card or just intuitively connect, we're not going to, this is kind of nice and easy. And just go ahead and just say me, or you can ask a question. For me, I always love open-ended questions, intuitive hits. I have my deck of cards. I think Roy has his. We may not. Just kind of, just ask, hey, Lisa, good to see you. I'm seeing some people pop up.
Nice.
Good. Okay, so someone has me. So revival, body, mind, spirit. Do you want to pull for, I don't know if you're a man or a woman or he, I'm just going to say whomever, I don't know. So I'll just say, can you pull a card for me? And
Me. Oh, Terry would like a card too.
okay. All right.
Perfect.
Female. Okay. All right.
Female. So how do you want to do this, Tina?
Why don't you start? Why don't you pull from revival, body, mind, spirit, and I'll take the
Yep.
next kind of, if we get together, we'll just,
Yep. Sounds good to me.
yeah. So let's have fun.
Let's have fun. Let's pull a card. Let's see what happens.
We've got a lot of questions. Hi, Trisha.
Yeah. Okay, revival by mind, body, joy, and delightful. Okay, so the card that I got for you is joy and delightful. Okay, it says open your heart to joy. So when I feel into this card, what I'm feeling into and what I'm getting is to enjoy every moment of every day, to really enjoy what's being presented to you. So if you're not really I guess looking at the bigger picture of what's being presented, the obstacles or the challenges, or even as well as the gifts that are being presented to you, take all of them and see the joy and the light in each one of them, because you never know what's going to come out of it at the end of the day for you. So again, open your heart completely and look into every possibility, because when you open your heart, it allows for more to come in as well. Okay, and that's what I'm getting for you. So hopefully that transcends and that will resonate with you.
A good one. All right, Carrie, a pull for you. We're doing these in order, mixing up midlife. How you doing, girl? So I'm gonna just pull my cards. I'm working from, these are the Wisdom of the Avalon. These are actually one of my favorite decks, not mine. I will be making deck though. I've been getting a very clear message from Spirit that a deck is coming.
Very fun. I would like a set, please.
Okay. So Terry, you got the Serpent. This is such an awesome card. This is all about knowledge and healing. And so when you get this card, it is a message from Spirit that you are in a process of healing. You're working on your own healing. This is so interesting because I know you've just did Reiki 1 with me and you're in that whole process, and you're going to be doing Reiki 2. So this is right on the money, I have to say. It's also about knowledge, that you're creating more knowledge, you're getting more knowledge, and you're thirsty for knowledge. You're thirsty to learn new things and new experiences and to just keep doing it. I also think that I'm going to tell you it's the number 23. If it resonates with you, just take it with you. And the snake, the serpent, is also, I love that symbol. I know it can feel like scary from the snake, but the snake is in the symbol for healers, for medical professionals. If you ever look at a doctor's staff, it has a snake in it. It's like a symbol. And it's also Archangel Raphael is a healing. And so this is all, it reminds me of a lot of healing. So I think this is a great card for you, girl. I think this is an awesome one for you.
There you go. I love that. Hi, Connie. Thanks for joining. Connie just joined Tina.
Hey, Connie, what's up? So if you want to take Trisha, me, any direction for my new business venture?
All right, yep, I'll pull a card for you and see where that's going. And I'm using the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler deck.
They're nice. I like those.
Beautiful. The imagery is beautiful, and she really does a great job with them. So this is for Trisha. Okay, very, very relevant. Surrender to the journey. Release control. So when I feel into this card, what it's really telling me, and I think it does relate to your question, Trisha, is you just need to surrender to what's being presented to you. You're on a journey right now, a journey that's really going to head you down a great path. I do feel that you might be a little bit of a control freak at times, so you need to release a little bit of control on the situation for things to really open up for you and really get to where they need to be. But I think once you learn to release that control and you really give in to other people to help you, and you really pull into the avenues that are being presented as well, you're going to be able to fully get to that end goal that you're looking to do. So keep your eye on the prize and just stay open-minded about it, and you'll be good to go. Surrender to that.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Lisa, this is for you. Let's see. I'm just going here. Okay. Lisa, my friend. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay. Communication is right on the money with Mercury retrograde. So, this, we can't make this stuff up, guys. And so communication is, really for you to notice communication. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Cut those cords, use the kyanite, blue throat chakra, right? I have blue here for my throat. Speak up. If you feel that you're holding anything back, or you feel like sometimes it's hard to swallow, I'm just keep talking about your throat chakra, and work on your communication. And sometimes it's not the communication outside of us, but it's the communication in our head. I call it the mean girl or the mean guy or whatever. And it's that chatter. So be mindful of the communication with others as well as the communication with yourself, and notice that you can speak up, be vulnerable, stand up, especially during this period of Mercury retrograde. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, it's all about this.
It's there. It's there. You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. I love it. Who's next? Who is next? Renee, me please. Romantic relationship. Okay, let's see what comes up here. Stay focused. Hold the course. So when I feel into this, I mean, I don't know what kind of avenues you're doing for your relationship or what direction you're going in to try to get to that end goal that you're trying to with your relationship, but focus is key. So if you really stay focused with the direction and the outcome, and I think if you intentionally set your intention for what you are really looking for, you'll be able to manifest that relationship that you really want the outcome to be. So hold the course. Don't get deviated. Don't put yourself out there in so many different directions that you're going to get sidetracked or blinded. You know what I mean? I feel like if you just really hold true to what your desire is and
Keep
what you're looking,
something. Keep going.
yeah, and what you're looking to accomplish, you're going to be able to really have that outcome with your relationship. So a lot of times when we're trying to get into a relationship or we're in a relationship, we get sidetracked, like I mentioned, and we veer off that course. So again, I think if you just stay focused and keep your eye on what you're looking to accomplish, you'll get there for sure. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Renee.
So I'm just going to share this because it's real life. My puppy was chewing my 5-minute journal. I think there might be a message there. I don't know.
There might be a message. You're right.
Maybe I need to journal with the cards. Lisa, we're my creative worker there. She's going to be my prime. She's my artist.
I love it.
Woo. Okay, sorry. Good thing I got her. Okay. All right. Cecilia 831. My eyes are going. Hi, Tina. Can you pull a card for me? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, you gotta love puppies. You just gotta love them all. Puppies and
I know. Puppies are puppies, right?
oh yeah, she'll be 17 months. No,
Wow.
I'm sorry, not 17 months. She will be 10 months on Saturday, the 17th of October. Okay, so Cecilia, you have what I would call a challenge card. And I always just kind of preface this by when we have challenges, we can rise above, and it's just for something to look at. So look at it like when you come to a crossroads or you come to a road and there's a yellow blinking light. You don't freak out by the blinking light. You sort of say, right? So your card is the burden. Okay. So look in your life. What is something that you're struggling with? What is something that seems to be an uncomfortability? And so this card, even though, it's saying, yes, okay, we're validating going on for you. This is not something comfortable right now, a burden for you. It's also, even in the picture, it's like this fall color, this red crisp color. I feel that it's for you to rise above. It's for you to, not from the outside, but internally come within and, do some really deep work within you, honor yourself, honor your feelings. And, we always go from when things are challenging, we look at them as lessons. I know that's always difficult, but we look at burdens as lessons and where we can go from there. So I know that isn't always the most peaceful thing to think of sometimes, but we also know if we look back, we said, okay, if we didn't do this and if we didn't go through that, I wouldn't be where I am now. Okay, so hopefully that resonates with you, and the sky's the limit. So I feel like things are really going to open up for you, especially with this red, crisp, beautiful. You have white birch trees
Beautiful.
Here. Red, like Roy has a beautiful wreath behind him. It reminds me of that redness color. So it's all good. Very good grounding, root chakra kind of work.
I love it.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Renee. Thank you for the validation.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. Love it. Thanks. Hello, lovelies. I got that. Rachel. Connie, you pulled a card for Connie? I think you did.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So I think Connie is next. Connie, would you please pull a card for me? Hi, Connie.
Connie, you still on? You still watching?
I know it's scroll. Oh, I think so. Oh, wow, my goodness. Let me say yes. I think so.
Okay. All right. So the card that we have for Connie, embracing enthusiasm. And it says here, shout to the heavens with happiness. So Connie, for you, and I just know because we talk a little bit, but I feel like you do embrace your enthusiasm fully. I do feel that you take everything that's given to you with an open heart, and you always have so much joy in what you do. So if anything, I would say just shout out more, and just speak out more. I know that sometimes you can feel that you might be a little bit introverted with, being a little more outspoken or doing things more publicly. So embrace your talent, embrace your gift, embrace who you are with enthusiasm. You are wonderful. You are great. You know that. So I think that opening that throat chakra, like you mentioned earlier, Tina, right, really helps you get to where you need to be. So you're going to get there. You're good, Connie. Hopefully that resonates with you a little bit, my dear.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. She's right on the money. Just such a beautiful soul. Absolutely.
Beautiful person.
Meeting her. I love working with her. I'm going to scroll back just because I cannot see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I don't see any other questions right now. I just say thank you from Renee. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I think Rachel wanted a card, but I don't know if she's still on or not.
Oh, okay, okay. And Cecilia saying, I love red. This I just read her. I just got a card. Will move on and challenge myself and thank you. Terry said, I think the number 23 came up in my card. Definitely significant, awesome, and kind of said, oh my heart, that was beautiful and thank you. Rachel, yes, Rachel is on, please. So, all right, Rachel. So I'll pull a card for you. Thanks for joining us. Okay. All right, Rachel, what's a spirit, angels, you just show? I'm just going to do a fan here. I feel called to fan my cards. Ooh, okay. So Rachel, you have the cat card. So this is one of the animal totems in this deck. There's a couple animals here. The cat is all about independence and boundaries. So when the cat shows up in your reading, it's reminding you to check in with yourself, check in with your boundaries. Are you saying yes too often? And maybe you need to say no more often. Are you doing the things that fill up your soul, or are you just kind of moving through? And, just notice your boundaries with people. The other side of this is independence, that you are, independent, that you are willing, that you are able, that you can stand up for yourself. And that's really the message here with the cat. And what I'm bringing in is you're a healer. You want so much to nurture people and work with people. And it's hard for you to say no. So look where you're extending your energy and just bring your energy in a little bit and take care of you a little bit more. But you have a lot of work to do in the world. I feel like so much light, so much shining, and so much bright around you. Things are moving fast paced for you too. I feel like that as well. I'm just getting that message. So, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I don't know if anyone else new joined that would like a card pulled. I haven't been able to see. I think you could see more because you're running the live. So
I don't see. Let's see. I don't see any other questions right now. Let's see. 15 others joined. Brenda joined, but I don't see a card. So if you guys would like a card, just say me or give a wave. And again, we're just kind of hanging out here. That's to do.
Having some fun. Having some fun with some cards, right? And Mercury retrograde. It's always so much fun.
So if you guys are still on, you can just share if you want a card. If not, you can tell us how you're doing. Give us a thumbs up. Shoot us some emojis. Shoot us some hearts. Make sure that if you are not following Roy, you can follow him on his Instagram as well. And definitely check out all the things he has going on.
And there's a lot going on. Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Look, they're quiet out there. Oh, we got some hearts. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All
right. Looks like people are quiet, so we'll just see what they're doing in the next couple of minutes or so. And everyone's doing well on this. Well, at least it's nice here on the East Coast. I don't know where everybody is tuning in. I know there's some people that are tuning in on the West Coast, so I'm not sure how the weather is there. Oh, good. Cecilia's got some thumbs up and some hearts. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Good, guys. Keep your vibrations high as we move into the weekend, right? Thursday's always a good day. Rachel, what's your favorite oracle or tarot deck? Oh, awesome. Okay. So, Rachel, my favorite oracle deck is this one, actually. Wisdom of the Avalon. It's actually in the whole, all beaten up. It's the Wisdom of the Avalon by Colette Baron Reid. My second deck is another oracle deck, which is Colette Baron Reid. It's the Wisdom of the, this is Wisdom of Avalon. The other one's the Wisdom of the Oracle. And I love both of those. I used to work a lot with angel cards, and I don't work with tarot, whatever. I used to very briefly, heard me, because I'm a scaredy cat. So I put them away. That's the truth.
I'm not afraid of them. I just need to learn them a little bit better. But I feel like this is the right month to really get into it, right? Like this is the month to do it.
I don't, the pictures are just like, okay, like I just love artistry. I think when I do create my own deck, I've had a lot of images and downloads. I want it to be similar to like a Denise Lynn or Colette, where it's beautiful pictures with images. Yeah. Really look at all the clairs, the knowing, the seeing, the hearing, the feeling. I just love pictures, and that's why I love oracle cards, because it can mean different things for different people. Well, I think tarot I think it's so awesome to learn because it's a system. So you have to learn the system of it,
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And when you're a Colette Baron Reid fan, I'm a Denise Lynn fan.
No, they're friends. So of course,
Of
Yeah.
course, that's why. So there you go. But I mean, I love, this is my favorite deck. And
Okay.
then I also love Native Spirit by
Oh,
Denise Lynn, which is also really beautiful. It's a lot to do with
yeah.
the earth, the earth, the fire, the water, the air. It's like very nice, very native, very
Yeah.
beautiful cards. She has really
Um,
great imagery.
she does. Now, Terry's saying, how do you interpret the cards? Okay, so for me, I'll interpret the card, and when I look at the card, I kind of use my clairs. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? What I know? What do I smell? All of the clairs. And I just sort of go into the card. It's almost like for me, I may see a picture in my mind. I may actually obviously see the card, but I feel into it or I know it. And then with the person in front of me or the energy, I know we're doing the Instagram live, I'll interpret it that way. So each time the card can be different. And I never, when I teach, I actually did a course with people. I always say, take the book and throw it away. So the book is great, but we don't want to rely on the book. We want to rely on ourselves. So, that's kind of my little gist. What
I
about
agree.
you
Uh,
interpret?
for me, well, we get the photo, the image of the card logically. So after I get the image, I look at the person's name on a live because we don't have them physically in front of us, and I just quickly go into an intention, and I just get a knowing of how I should interpret the card for that person.
Yeah.
So for me, I just really feel into it, and then what comes to me through spirit is what I just divulge,
Deliver. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
deliver, divulge, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you found, and I know I probably know the answer to this, Roy, but have you found that particular decks that you work with actually feel like they're a part of you? Like I always say, like decks, like these tools don't have any power in themselves. They're just backs of cards. But when
right.
we work with them, we infuse our energy. So the more that I work with a particular deck, I feel that it's kind of part of me and it becomes part of my language that I use. Um, and you could do
I
many different kind of things, as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel that with this deck, which is why I'm using this deck today. I feel like this deck there's a really good connection with the deck, with the images and with the messages. So I feel very drawn to it. And I
Yeah.
have about 4 or 5 different decks, but I always tend to go to this deck. I have
Right.
a few by Kyle Gray too. I don't know if you know Kyle Gray.
I do. Yeah. I like him too.
So I have
Yeah.
a few of his angel card decks, that are beautiful as well.
Yeah. When I first started out, it was all, Doreen Virtue. So I did a lot of Doreen, a lot of angel work, and I still love her cards. I know with everything with her, but I really still, one of my very first deck of cards was with her. It was the fairies. It was the enchanted fairies, and I still, I love that. Who doesn't like the fairies and angels? So
Everyone loves it.
you're
Fairies, angels, all that mysticalness, right? It's so beautiful.
exactly. All
I
right.
know. Love it.
Like Terry says, Roy, what are your favorite guided meditations? Oh,
Oh, for me, I usually go online and then I just type in guided meditations. I don't really have a specific one that I go to. I like to play around and I like to listen to different ones because I feel when you're going through a guided meditation, you need to connect with the voice of the person. Some people sound very monochromatic. Some people you sound a little bit more enthusiastic, and they have to really paint a good picture for you so that you can actually get into the meditation. If you don't feel like you can connect with that voice and that story, the meditation is going to take you nowhere. You're going to fall asleep or your mind's going to just wander off in general. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I do listen to a lot of Tony Stockwell's,
Oh, me too. I was just gonna say that. That's so funny.
a lot of Tony Stockwell's meditations
Sitting
because
in
he
the
has,
power
he
is
has a ton of them, a ton. Yeah, so many out there.
yeah.
And I think they're really, really good. But then you can find others out there as well, for cutting the cord or again, trying to, you could do a lot. Kyle Gray has a few of them out as well for Archangel Michael. I just did one with Angel Haniel. So there's a few of them out there that you can work with.
Yeah. I do. I like Tony's voice too. Connie says I like Tony's voice. So
Yeah.
I stumbled upon Tony Stockwell sitting in the power on YouTube, and I just like it mesmerized by his voice. But for me, it is about the voice, and it's interesting because whatever the voice is, I don't like it to be fake. Like it needs to be nice and calm and relaxing. Granted, I record meditation, so I'm very picky because
Yep.
if they make mouth sounds, where's Terry? Because Terry's an editor, but like there's mouth sounds, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I need
Yeah.
them real. I don't want them to be like, and no, like
Right.
that's fake for me. So I like it pretty real, but I have to like the voice. If the voice is irritating or grating on me, it's not gonna work out. So yeah.
Everyone's loving your meditations, Tina. So you're gonna have to
Thank
send
you.
me a clip of your meditation because I wanna know what all the buzz is about.
Okay. Well, next Tuesday, there was that one coming out this week, but next week I actually created one. It's very short and it's connecting with your angels and loved ones on the other side.
Beautiful.
It came to me. It's short. It's maybe 13, 14 minutes. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Terry says the mouth clicks are the worst.
I see that.
Pastor, we get very specific with and things like that. So yeah. Lisa says when Tina guides, I can see what she is going to say right before she says it. Oh, when you're listening to my meditations, right? Yeah.
That's nice. So you have to you have to really connect with the person and really be able to paint the journey that you're taking the person on so that
Right.
the meditation really does what it's supposed to do. If you're not connecting with the speaker, it's not going to work.
I agree.
And then you're frustrated and you're like, I just spent 15 minutes and nothing happened. I fell asleep or I was thinking about bills or what I had to do. And like, your mind's all over the place because
Right.
you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? So I
Oh,
feel connection is big, big.
yeah. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Connie. Yes, you'll have to let me know what you think of it. It's coming out next Tuesday, and there's tons of meditations on the podcast. But this has been a lot of fun. We'll do this again.
So much fun.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Thursday. And thank you so much, Roy, for.
I always love connecting with you and hopping on with you, like a little partner in crime.
I know, absolutely. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.